Honestly, I want to get absolutely jacked, so I'm stuffing my face after every single workout. Today we had chest, we had core. It was a great workout. The best time to eat is right after your workout and right before you go to bed. I'm telling you right now. I wake up with high energy. I have crazy workouts. I have zero cravings. And this protein right here is going to neutralize my muscles. Protein synthesis right after I work out. That means I'm going to absorb the protein as best as I can. But if you space your meals far from your workouts, it's going to be very hard for you to absorb all the protein. That's why I just stuff my face right after my pump and I get absolutely jacked. I'm 230, 13% body fat, and I get stronger every single day. So if you want to get jacked, stuff your face right after your workout. Come on. Many carnivores undereat and they wonder why they're not gaining size. You can still track your intake as a carnivore, especially if you're eating ground beef, steak, eggs, ribeyes. For example, if you want to gain 1 to 2 pounds of pure lean muscle, you should be in a calorie surplus of 250 to 500 every single day. And yeah, that's a lot of ground beef, a lot of protein, but it's well worth the result.
I am not your average fitness influencer. I am 100% about to eat this pizza and go work out. Like, that's what works for me. One, I train so I can.
Hey, please don't take this guy's advice. You wonder why he said, I'm not your average fitness influencer. And he's talking to average people and he's promoting eating pizza before the gym. You don't have freak genetics like that guy or like me. And you right here, maybe you're fat right now. You think a pizza is really going to help you out? You think it's going to optimize your hormones, optimize your testosterone so you can build your dream physique? It's not. It's going to ruin your life and ruin who you are. I recommend you eat some protein after you work out so you can actually earn your food and actually stuff your face with high quality protein and micronutrients so you can build your dream body instead of eating pizza like this guy. If you're only eating one big meal, you're not going to absorb all the proteins. I struggled with this in the past when I was eating one meal a day. Yeah, I was shredded, but I was not getting more jacked and I was not getting stronger. It's because your body can only absorb so much protein at one time. That's why for me and my clients, I had them eat 2 to 3 meals every single day, especially right after their workouts and right before they go to bed to maximize protein synthesis every single day. For example, if you have 90 to 120 grams of protein for your breakfast and you do the same thing for lunch, the same thing for dinner, it's going to be way easier for you to absorb the protein during the day. Your body can't absorb everything with one meal. I honestly don't think you understand the feeling to eat the carnivore diet right after a crazy pump. This is my favorite food right here. We got some ground beef. Look at all that fat right there. It's going to neutralize my body, give me amino acids, proteins, building blocks to actually get jacked. I used to love my processed food in my mouth 24/7, whether it was my little protein bars, whether it was my protein shake after my workout. Guess what? I was skinny. I was weak. I was soft. Okay. My mindset was totally on the wrong thing because I was trying to be like everybody else. You don't see nobody meal prepping their beef after their workouts. You wonder why there's not a lot of jacked people in the gym going hard every single day. You're eating your chicken, your turkey. You don't need any of that. And you know what lean meat causes? It causes flat pumps. It causes bad workouts. It causes your hormones to be all over the place. I have all my clients eating fatty cuts of meat. More fat, more calories, more gains, more progress. So the best choices that you can eat is 80-20 ground beef, fatty ribeye steaks. Bacon is very fatty. Eggs are fatty. Cooking in butter, beef tallow, Ghee is perfect for the calories that you need to get absolutely jacked. Your body is going to be quicker to use that water. It's going to be quicker to use the electrolytes during your workouts. So you have to always be replenishing your body each and every day, or you're going to have stalled gains. You're going to have stalled focus and clarity during the day. Your body is made out of minerals of salt. You wonder why I put iodine in my water with pink Himalayan salt so I can have focus and clarity during the whole day. So here are some pointers that you have to do. Salt your water, salt your food, and use iodine. How I'm getting absolutely shredded on the carnivore diet. When I first started this cut journey, I was 230. I was fat. Now I'm at 222, and it's the first week of the cut, and all I'm eating is 2.5 pounds of beef, and I'm splitting it into 3 meals so I can maximize protein intake. And lately, this food has been so satisfying. I realized when I used to cut on carbs, I was always hungry. But ever since I tried carnivore and I'm cutting, I don't feel hungry. I feel satisfied, whether I'm fasting in the morning and I'm working out, or it's been a long day at work. I'm not really that hungry because the fats and the protein in here is so satiating. It changes the game. I'm telling you right now. I'm about to dig in. I'm gonna eat half of this before church, and then another half after church. And then I'll also have a bigger third meal later tonight. But yeah, try carnivore to get shredded. Let's go. Why you are building fat on the carnivore diet and you're not getting shredded and jacked. I suffered from this problem when I first started the carnivore diet. I was stuffing my face. I was not tracking my calories. Guess what? I got more fat. Before ever trying the carnivore diet, I was shredded. Okay, I'll put a picture right here. You see that? Absolutely shredded. And then I hopped on the carnivore diet, and the gurus, the doctors were saying stuff your face until you're absolutely full. So guess what? I'm stuffing my face, and me as a lifter, I get very hungry, okay? But I'm hungry, I'm eating until I'm full, right? No, don't listen to the doctors or scientists, especially if you're a lifter and you want to build muscle and build a lean, shredded physique. Please don't do that. Instead, you should be tracking your progress, taking progress photos, weighing yourself each and every day, and making sure you're checking your body fat percentage. As a man, you should be around 12% body fat and build muscle on top of that. If your body fat is too high, you won't be able to build lean muscle. You're just going to store more fat. So if you're getting tired of not seeing progress, please don't make the same mistake as me, listening to the doctors. Yeah, stuff your face with a whole bunch of beef. No, you're going to get fat and you're not going to have a jacked and shredded physique. Please don't do that. 3 mistakes that I was making when I first started the carnivore diet. Mistake number 1 was I was under eating. I was having 1 to 2 pounds of beef or fish every single day. Look, I'm really skinny. I weigh about 185 right here. I was low energy. I was not gaining muscle. It was terrible. Make sure you're eating enough protein on the carnivore diet. But that goes at number 2. The second problem I was facing was I was overeating. When I got back from my trip in Vietnam, I went on a bulk and I started eating 5 pounds of beef every single day. Guess what? It led to sluggishness, it led to stomach problems, and it led to me getting fat, okay? So don't overeat. You have to track your calories and track what you are eating, or you're gonna get fat. And trust me, I know what it feels like to be fat, and it's not fun. That's why I'm on a cut now, because you're not supposed to be stuffing your face on the carnivore diet. Number 3 was my fat to protein ratio was terrible. So I was doing 5 pounds of beef. I was having a 50-50 ratio, but I was eating constantly. 3 times a day. That's why I was feeling sluggish. And then I went on a quote unquote cut, and I was eating less fat and I was eating more protein, which led me to low energy. Okay? But guess what? Now I'm rebuilding my physique. I'm on a 50-50 fat to protein ratio, eating my maintenance calories and also tracking and weighing myself every single week and taking progress photos. So you're gonna see me absolutely shredded and back to my peak in a couple months, because I don't want to be fat anymore. If you're listening to the doctors, you're gonna get fat. You're not supposed to stuff your face, okay? I am fat, but guess what? I want to be disciplined. I want to build my dream body, so I have to sacrifice this other half for lunch. I just finished a pound. We just had a crazy leg day, and I'm hungry. But guess what? I'm more hungry for my dream physique than this food. That's how it has to be. If you want the food, but you don't want your dream body, you're going to eat more of the food. And honestly, I don't want the food. I want my dream physique more than this food. And me on the carnivore diet, a lot of the doctors, a lot of the gurus tell you, stuff your face. Well, I did that, and I got very fat. And I didn't like how I looked in the mirror. I didn't like how I carried myself. Now I'm getting absolutely shredded. And I'm helping my clients get absolutely shredded because we're actually tracking what we eat and we're not stuffing our faces. Okay? If you want to be shredded, if you want to get jacked, track everything so you can get guaranteed results. If you're doing everything based off your feelings, you're never going to look in the mirror and know exactly who you are. And that's how I was looking. I was looking like a bum, and I hated how I looked. Now I had to make a change. Now I'm getting shredded and jacked. So we're putting this away. I got to lock in on my physique. So, yeah. So we are refeeding tonight. We got the beef going real good. I lately have been hitting plateaus. I fully recovered my CNS doing a hypertrophy week, and I thought I was going to be stronger in the gym today, going for 455. But guess what? I wasn't, because I'm in a calorie deficit. So every time I hit a plateau in the gym and I don't get stronger, I have to be doing my refeeds to replenish my fats and my proteins each and every day. And of course, I'm going to go straight back to the calorie deficit after tonight so I can still get shredded and still get stronger and still improve every single day in the gym. Let's go. So I took the bulk way too far. Long story short, I'm starving myself in Bali in Vietnam. So I come back home and I need to bulk back up. I'm around 185. I haven't been this weight ever since high school. So I started to eat 5 pounds of beef every single day, stuffing my face. Even though I was full during my work, I would still eat just because I was so small and I was insecure about how I actually felt every time I looked in the mirror. And it got to the point where I actually lost my six pack and I'm 230. I'm basically fat. And I realized I was more sluggish. I was more lazy. I was tired all the time because I was stuffing my face with 5 pounds of beef every single day. Plus, it's expensive. So I had to backtrack and realize, yo, what are you doing? You're overeating and you're paying for a whole bunch of other things. So I realized, okay, I need to take a step back and reset what I'm doing and reflect on my progress and what I want my physique to look like. The only reason why I got stuck in that situation is because I was starving myself and my body legit thought I was about to die. But I'm not gonna die. I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm now. So now I'm taking strict actions every single day. I'm tracking the exact amount of protein that I'm eating every single day to maintain a lean and shredded physique. Me on the carnivore diet, I can't stuff my face. I love food way too much. I will overeat it and get fat. So guess what? I weigh myself every week. I take progress photos, and I'm doing the same thing with all my clients, and they're getting the best results because we actually care about strategy and structure every single day. We're ending off the night. We got a pound of beef right here, and I'm on a cut right now, so I can't be eating that much. Before on the carnivore diet, I was overeating, stuffing my face like all the doctors were saying, but guess what? I was 15% body fat. I was strong, but I had no clarity, I had no focus, and I felt sluggish and lazy the whole day. But now I'm tracking everything and I feel on point. I have more clarity of the results that I'm going to get. I already look more shredded from before I started tracking. So if you want to build your dream body on the carnivore diet, make sure you're tracking your calories, tracking your protein, tracking your fats, and making sure you're fully locked in so you can look in the mirror with your dream body. I didn't like how I was looking at all when I was stuffing my face. So I had to make a change, and I'm looking better and better each and every day.